Class your SOFTECH business. We provide Alfresco training, consulting, and maintenance of Alfresco ECM. In this tutorial, today I will share with you the lesson number 4 in our Alfresco developers section. In this lesson, we will know how to create a form in a Dashlet. So our topic today will be about creating a form in a Dashlet. After learning how to create a Dashlet in our second lesson, and in our third lesson, we'll create a form in our Dashlet. These are the descriptor file, the JavaScript file, and the properties file, and then the template file. As my example, I named my files, or I gave the ID for these files test Dashlet. Okay, it's like the same examples in last tutorial or last lesson. So I will keep showing the same example, just I will modify the codes for adding more lines, more creating more codes. By this way, we will keep creating something new in each example or each lesson. So the files paths, so where we will put these files as follow. The path is the same like last path. So Tomcat, web apps, share, WebNF, classes, Alfresco, sites, web scripts, org, Alfresco, components, dashlets. Inside the dashlets, you will create the 4 files. The code, now we will see the code of each files. The descriptor file will be the same code like last one, means we will not change anything. It will be same code or same descriptor code for creating a Dashlet. Okay, it's the same. Now for JavaScript file, we will see some lines code will change. So what I add this time, what is new in this code for JavaScript code? The new here is the first line, var filter value equal page.url.args filter. This lines means I gave a filter as an argument for filter value variable. I will explain you what is the mean of this example today. We are going to create a form in our Dashlet. That form will be a text box, and close to that text box will be a button called the search button. So inside that text box, I will enter a keyword. Okay, so for example, a keyword because I want to retrieve a data from a repository. So which data I will retrieve? It's same some users. Okay, last time we saw how to retrieve admin information, admin user information from Dashlet. Okay, how to retrieve admin information from a repository and displaying it in our Dashlet. Today, we will continue in the same example, but we will learn how to create a form in a Dashlet. By this way, when I will enter just any keyword inside that text box, that the result will display. Means I will not display the information only about the admin, only one user. Any user, any name of users, when I will enter inside or when I will type inside that text box, and after that I will click on search button, the informations will be displayed in a dashlet. Okay, so it's very important. I didn't like to give you directly this example, today example, because first you need to learn how to create a dashlet, a simple dashlet, and after that how to retrieve the data from a repository. And today we will know how to do this search box form. Okay, so we will back now to our code, JavaScript code. As I said, this filter argument, when I write it here, means any name, username, any keyword of any username. When I will type it in a text box, so the filter will start working, and when I click on search button, the result will display about, means the information will display about that user. Okay, now let's see the second line. I didn't change the second line. The second line is like the second line of last code in JavaScript. As I explain it, this second line is a var connector equal remote.connect Alfresco, means I will connect, or I will connect to Alfresco. Okay, I will connect to Alfresco for what? For doing this operation, for filtering the names, usernames, and displaying the information of usernames. In the third line, var people JSON string equal connector.get API people filter equal filter value. It's the same like last line in the last code. So just here I need to give a filter value. What I put here, or what I gave here, I need to put it here. The same variable filter value for displaying the filter here. Okay. So now let's move to see another file, a property file. The property file, what we should write inside, we should give it two properties. First property is a title. A second property will be about a member.directly.search filter. Okay, you can give any property you want. You can give any name you want. Just here, the first will be a title. The value of this property that will be displayed is the title of my dashlet, as we did last time. Okay, and the second property, member.directly.search filter, the value of this property will be search filter, means this search filter will be displayed in our dashlet. We will see when we will practice it, we will see these two properties displayed on our dashlet. Okay. Now let's move to the template file, FTL file, that will display all this information, what we should write inside this file. Okay, the code is a bit long, so I will explain it. I will explain each part of this template. Okay, so in the second line, as you can see, this title, the property will be displayed. See, this $MSG means it's for displaying a property. MSG or MSG and between brackets will be for displaying the value of our property, and the property, our first property, is a title. Okay, so the first thing that will be displayed is the value of our property title. Second, inside the body part, we'll have actions. So let's understand what I wrote here in this code. Actions, first input. What we will input? Inside this URL, I give action URL, page, site. you need to know that this example will be displayed on a site dashboard, not on our Alfresco dashboard, on a site dashboard, because don't forget that in our descriptor between the family tags we choose to work with the site dashlet. Okay, and more than that, here in our template file I give this URL. This URL is page. We need to follow this URL to know where this dashlet will be displayed. So here it's telling that the result will be displayed in this dashlet page /site /Alfresco training 3 / dashboard. Okay. This result will be displayed in this site because I gave the URL. So, and what this line is telling, MSG member.directly.search.filter. As I told you, MSG means it's always displaying the value of the property. Our second property was a member.directly.search filter, as I said, and the value was a search filter, I think. Let's see, what was the property? Search filter, yeah. So search filter, this is the name of the label property, and near to this property or label, input type text, name a filter. So this is the code for displaying the text box. The box that will filter the keyword that we will enter inside. And after that, when we enter the keyword inside, the filter will work for giving a result, but will not give us the result till we'll click on submit button, and the value of this button will be search. Okay, good. I think it's clear. Now let's move to the second part of, we are still in FTL template page or FTL template file. So let's move to the second part of the code. What is telling is people in Alfresco. Here we need to display this message. People in Alfresco means this is just a message, just a title that I chose to write it. So people in the Alfresco. Inside or under this message, what will happen? Under this message, when we'll so as I said, under this message people in the Alfresco, this line, this call line will be displayed. And this code is telling, it's giving the information of the user that we want to display it, as a username, first name, last name, and email as well. So by this way, our FTL code, by this way we finished to explain the FTL template code. Now let's see how to deploy and test this example. Okay, so we will use web script, and by using web script, we'll browse your localhost. So everyone browse his localhost as follow link localhost 8080./share/page index, as I explained last time. And after click on fresh web script button below the page, and after that go to your Alfresco site homepage, refresh your Alfresco site homepage, Open Customize Dashboard and add new Dashlet page. You will be able to see your new Dashlet name over there. You can add that on your dashboard. Type your keywords in the text box form and click on Search button. Now, let's move to see the demo of this example. So, as I said, I used Eclipse editor for creating my 4 files, okay, in the same path as I said here, okay. Project name Alfresco is told, and you follow this path. And this is my 4th page, my 4th files, okay, descriptor file, and HTML file, and JSON file, and properties file. So the fourth files are here. Now let's move to see how to deploy and test this example. We go in this link, we browse this link, we click to refresh it. After that, we click on this button below the page, refresh web scripts. Because as I said, you can work with a Tomcat or web script. So it's better to work with a web script, because a Tomcat, every time when you change something in your JS files, you need to restart it again, and it will take a long time to do that. So to work fastly, you use this web script. You need to refresh the page, and after that you connect in your Alfresco and you add your Dashlet or anything else you are working on. So it's refreshing. Now it's fine. Let's go to Alfresco dashboard. And as I said, my program is it will be executed on a site's dashboard. So I will choose new Alfresco training site. See the path that I gave in FTL file. Page/site Alfresco training tree /dashboard. Means I told in my FTL file that I want to execute this Dashlet text box form Dashlet in this site, Alfresco site. So after that, I will go to customize a dashboard for adding my Dashlet. After that, as always, we click on Dashlet. Let's find our test Dashlet. Yeah, it's here. We drag and drop it. And we click on OK. Now let's see what happened. See how it's looking, our Dashlet. The first property is displaying here, the title property equal title of my Dashlet. After that, the second property is search filter label. You see? And this is our text box. We enter here the filter, and this is the button, search button. And let's see what happens. If I want to see, you can enter any username that you want, and you click on search, and by this way you will see all the information about your means when I said all the information, means the information that you ask in your FTL template file to give. For example, as we've seen, we ask to display a last name, first name, and email as well. So if I enter admin, I want to search about admin. I want the last name and first name and email of admin. I click on search, and what we will see, the information is displayed. First name, last name, and the email address. You see? So it's very useful. It means when you will create your Dashlet, it's very useful to know how to create a form, how to create a text box form inside, because maybe you will need it. So I choose to give this example because it's very useful and very important to know, and it's easy too. So we finished today's lesson. So I will tell you thank you for watching, and for more lessons, please visit plusyoursoftech.com. The URL is given below in the description. Thank you and see you.